Hi. The basic principle for a strong union in relationships and sexuality is not so independent from the laws of physics. Polarity. Think of a magnet. Same poles of a magnet push each other away, but opposite poles attract each other and create energy. It's the same process in love relationships. The more polar we are with our partner, the more we are attracted to each other. But it's actually really hard to stay as different people in our modern and busy lives. We do everything we can to become the same person as our partner. We go to all the events together, we do the same hobbies, we live with our partners, and sometimes we barely find time for ourselves because of our partners. And eventually, we ask ourselves, we used to be so attracted to each other. Why not anymore? There are many ways to maintain this attraction, to live very powerful and deep connections with our partner, even after years of being together. And we'll dive deep into these subjects at Biyaku. But today, let's talk about one of the most important sources you feed off of: your friends and people of the same gender. So, let's do a practice to explore your relationship with people of your own gender. You can still do this practice if you're sexually attracted to someone from your gender. And that's actually great because you have a much broader perception, you know both sides, and you are much more free. If you're ready, sit somewhere comfortable and close your beautiful eyes. Take a deep breath through the nose and exhale through the mouth. Let's do that one more time. Inhale and exhale. Let your body relax completely with your exhale. Inhale and exhale. Keep your attention on your breath. Try to feel every moment of your breath. Inhale and watch your lungs expand. Exhale and relax your whole body. Feel how each exhale relaxes every single cell of your body. There's a moment of pause between the exhale and the inhale. You exhaled, but you haven't inhaled yet. Notice this moment too. A moment of pause, and your body comes alive with a fresh breath. Continue to breathe on your own. Let your body relax with the exhales. If you notice any thoughts, just glance at them and bring your attention back to your breath. It's actually great if you can catch yourself lost in these thoughts. That means that you can notice getting lost in thoughts. Try not to force yourself with the breaths. Let your breath flow very gently and at its own pace. Now, imagine yourself at a dinner table. It's a spring day. The weather is lovely. One of those spring days where we feel lucky to be sitting outside. And it's just about sunset time. You're at a dinner table. See who is sitting around you. Try to pick only people of your gender. It could be 2 people, but no more than 5. Pick the first friends you think of and give them a seat at the table. try to enjoy this moment for a little while. You're sitting around an amazing dinner table with friends that you chose. How does it feel to be here? To live this moment? Notice it. What kind of feeling is this? Does it reflect your body? How? I started to feel tiny little butterflies right in the middle of my chest. Maybe you don't feel anything. That's okay. But notice if there are any sensations in your body. And now, start looking at each person on the table, one by one. Look at them and pick one person you feel closer to. We're going to look at your relationship with this person you chose. I'm going to ask you a few questions. Try to answer them on your own. Don't let your hidden performer come out. Don't look for the perfect answer. The first answer is always right. And try to see how you feel about these questions or answers. Ready? Let's begin. How does it feel to look at that person you chose from this beautiful table on this beautiful spring evening? What kind of a feeling do you have sharing this amazing sunset with them? Notice this. Is there any sensation in your body that reflects anywhere? Don't judge yourself. Don't say, "Why I'm not feeling this way." Just notice whatever you're feeling. And what is this person's place in your life? How would you describe their reason for being on this table in just one sentence? Are they supportive during tough times? Do they entertain you? Do you accomplish amazing things together? What sentence would you choose? And what is the word of this sentence to you? Notice these. Now, let's take a look at what this person adds to your life. What needs do they feed? What do they add to your life? What are you grateful for having a relationship with them? Notice these. Don't try to find the correct answers. Just notice whatever's going on inside of you. Now come to the other side. How do you present yourself to this person? Notice this too. Do you give too much? Or are you selfish? How sincere are you with them? Don't judge yourself. Let that person in front of you be a mirror of you. This person in front of you, the same gender as you. What do they represent in your life? Where do you stand in your relationship with them? Just notice this. If you have bad feelings here, leave them on their own. But follow the good and positive feelings that you notice. Now, we're going to switch the environment a bit. You're sitting at the same place, the same beautiful sunset. Imagine this. The people around you are slowly leaving this table. And the only person on the table is your parent of your gender. Your mother or your father. How does it feel to sit across from him or her on this table? See if there's a reflection of these feelings in your body. It doesn't always feel good to look at our relationship with our family, but the awareness we live through our relationship with them opens an amazing space to understand ourselves better. So, let's take a look at this relationship and try to focus on the good sides. Just look. What is the positive feeling you feel from the relationship with your parent? What do you call it? Compassion? Love? Trust? Maybe friendship? Which one would you pick? Just pick the first thing that comes to your mind. And do you feel this somewhere in your body? If you find it, start sending your breath there. Let this feeling spread through your whole body as you breathe. Let it expand. Continue to breathe and let this feeling get bigger. This lovely feeling you get from your parent spreads in your body. Inhale and exhale. If you feel your body react in another way, let that free too. Maybe a little smile, a little shiver, maybe a tiny teardrop. Don't force yourself to feel these, but let them happen if they do. And slowly, get ready to finish this practice. Just hold on to whatever feelings woke up in you, and whenever you're ready, open your eyes very, very gently. How do you feel now? The relationship we form with our parent of our gender usually has an incredible effect on the relationship we form with the people of our own gender, because we learn how to form these relationships from our parent. As we get older, our friends start fulfilling certain needs that our parents used to. Trust, support, advice. That's why the attitude we have towards our parents reflects on our daily relationships too. No matter what our sexual preference is, when we distance ourselves from the relationship with a person of the same gender, when we get closer to our partner and forget about our friends, we start depriving ourselves from these feelings. And we demand all these feelings from our partner, but in reality, these are not expectations that our partner is supposed to fill. So, know that our friends help us become a more colorful and excited lover. See you soon.